Never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them, stole with them. I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80 long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to English, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts on how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me,
All right. We're all good in the hood. We're on green. Yeah. All right. All right, man. What is going on, guys? We are back with yet again another edition of the Notorious podcast, man. And we are on here with episode 68 of the show here tonight, man. This is Friday's episode, man, which is the news for those of you who don't know. And we got a couple interesting stories on here today for you guys. And yeah, man. So without any further ado, if this is your first time watching, guys, do not know how this show works. Every Monday we're on here with Notorious Unscripted, and every Friday we are on here with the news like we are doing today. Also, if this is your first time watching, man, you guys do not know who we are here at the Notorious Hills Podcast. I am Johnny Mayhem, one half of the host of this very podcast. And as for the other half, we got my man Sir K here. How's it going, man?
It's going good, bro. It's going good. Just chilling out. Bought this lamp right here. If you could slightly see, color changes. Shit's pretty nice, bro.
Bro,
shit's pretty nice.
Ever since I started utilizing my lights under my bed, it just gives like my video so much cooler of a like setting like in the back. Usually I do blue because it like fits with the background, and I love it. I love it because if I turn them off, it just looks off. I remember I was watching like just like YouTube videos like when we were first about to start doing this, like in a face cam, on like how to set up like good ways of lighting and stuff like that, like what are like good tips. And 90% of the time people say you'll never realize how important your lights behind you are, the ones that like flash on the wall and stuff like that. Like obviously you guys can see like hints of blue and stuff, but yeah, it goes a long way, man. It definitely goes a long way.
Like one of the good reasons why I want to put the fucking camera over on that side is because I have that fucking street light that lights up in the back. So you just see the street light in the back to me. So that shit's gonna be dope, bro. Well, man, I've been good, bro. I've been good, just working, chilling, playing the game, just normal ass shit, just waiting for all out in that fucking whole week, man.
We got a lot to talk about, man. We got a lot to talk about. For sure. I got my theories. I see both sides, but I got my theory. But I see both sides, but I have my feelings as well. I have my feelings as well. You know what I mean?
I can't wait to talk about it, man.
I can't wait.
I'm good, bro. I'm good. But how about you?
Yeah, man. It's good to hear, bro. It's good to hear. I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing all right. Yeah, the pretty normal Friday, man. Pretty normal Friday. Yeah, bro. Nothing too much, man. Nothing too much going on, man. Just typical Friday, and yeah, man. What can I say? But yeah, man. Well, since my iPad died, we're going off the phone today. I don't know how I charged the fucking thing all week, and it's dead, bro. But we got a bunch of stories here today for you guys, man. But I think we are going to start off with. Well, any story about WWE is depressing, but I think we are going to start off with this story about WWE, man. And you have to give me a second since I got double duty here. Okay, here we go. Because usually I have my iPad queued up with all the stories, and then I use my phone for the articles, but now I gotta flip these back and forth. This ain't right. Well, anyway, here we go, man. We got this story. WWE are expected to return to, wait for it, Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, man. These fucking shows are coming back, and I'm not happy about it in the slightest, man. I can honestly say that. I'm not happy about these Saudi shows coming back, man, but okay, there we go. Alright. Okay, man, but yeah. I'm not happy about these Saudi shows coming back, man. Obviously, we know this, bro. Every wrestling fan knows this, but every fucking year with these Saudi Arabia shows, every year with these Saudi Arabia shows, bro, you get, well, just to put it like this, some of the worst matches and the worst booking decisions happen on these Saudi Arabia shows, bro. And if you would love for me to put that into perspective, they made the decision to have Goldberg win the Universal Championship over Bray Wyatt in Saudi Arabia, and that is because those fans are like WWE's Thunderdome. Those fans are about as dumb as the fucking sounds that they play on the PA system while they were in the Thunderdome, man. And that is why WWE loves going over there, because if they have any bullshit they need to get off their chest, they put it at Saudi Arabia, and none of those fans bat a fucking eye. And the only ones that do are not allowed to even sit close to the ring. They sit up in the fucking nosebleeds, looking at some of their favorite current wrestlers from miles away. From like 4 miles away. They're so fucking high up in the air, so far away from the ring. But look, man. Shit. WWE are expected to return to Saudi Arabia later this year as a part of their 10-year deal, according to Andrew Zarian of the McMahon podcast, and the rumored date is October 21st. That explains why they took Hell in a Cell out of October because Hell in a Cell is a semi-big pay-per-view. It's one of their bigger B-level pay-per-views. And they put Extreme Rules there because you're going to put a nothing show and then you're going to have the Saudi show. So at that point, why even have Extreme Rules? At that point, why are they doing Saudi shows? But if I were to have one, I would pick Extreme Rules. But what's the point of having both of them? You know what I mean? What is the point of having both of them in? I mean, I remember I used to hear JD say this all the time. I haven't heard him say it in a while because, well, they haven't been to Saudi Arabia. But the more they do these stadium shows, the more it lessens the importance of WrestleMania. You know, I disagree with them even putting SummerSlam in a football stadium. I think that should go to at least a baseball stadium. At least. You know what I mean?
I feel it's perfect for SummerSlam.
Or, you know, you could always do, I guess a soccer stadium would be kind of the same length as a football stadium, but...
Or you know what would be cool for SummerSlam?
What's up?
Like a festival type field. Like getting a big ass, just plot of land, and just hold the show.
Yeah, that could be something. That could be something cool. That could be something cool. But WWE unfortunately likes to keep things very fucking traditional. But I mean, if it's, I don't really know where else you. How come you just don't bring it to like bigger stadiums, man? Or like.
Exactly.
Like United Center, for example. Like if they were to come to Chicago, why not do the United Center? But then again, if they were to come to Chicago for SummerSlam, I think I would probably put them in Soldier Field. But so that's me kind of going back on my word. But
Thank you too, but like.
But the more, I don't know, man. It's just the more they do it, the more they do. I would say a baseball stadium, but I feel like with the Royal Rumble, like with the curved ramp, and they come out of the dugout, I feel like it's so much Royal Rumble. But then again, they could run a baseball stadium, but just make the setup different. They made the setup different for WrestleMania 19, I think, the one that was in Seattle, and they did it in the baseball stadium. They made it look like a Mania. It didn't really look like they were in a baseball stadium. So that's what I would say, honestly, for Rumble, SummerSlam. For me personally, I would put those in baseball fields. I leave WrestleMania to the football stadiums, and then you do Survivor Series and Money in the Bank and just basketball arenas, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, but that's what I would do, honestly. So, yeah, man, but, hey, because like I said, like, the Rumble is at this point kind of synonymous with having them come out of the dugout, and I think that's really cool. I love that for the Royal Rumble. By this point, I hate seeing Rumbles in little arenas like that.
Oh, so
you know,
lame.
It's so lame. Like, the one year they did, Oh, that's what it was. 2017, they actually did a football stadium, but it was huge, a huge crowd. And then the next year, in 2018, when they went back to the normal arenas, like when Nakamura won it, it was ass, man. But ever since... But 2019 had a great fucking feel. 2020 had a great feel. And then 2021 had the Thunderdome, but it was still like the regular setup. And they were in a baseball stadium. They could have easily... They were in Tropicana Field. They could have easily made the dugout entrance and all that good stuff, man. But yeah, man, I don't, that's what I would do. And hey, if you ever wanted to bring it to Chicago, you could do Wrigley, or you could do Comiskey. Pick your poison, north side or south side. I would say south side, but that's just us. That's just us. But yeah, I would definitely do it. Because the White Sox have a really cool park. They do have a really cool park. I'm not sure how the Cubs is. Like I said, we don't really mess with them over there. But I'm not sure how how it is. I would have to run that question by my dad, but I do know Wrigley has. I'm not sure how it compares to Comiskey Park. Obviously, I'm not a baseball guy, but yeah, I would definitely look into that, man. I would definitely look into that. They could have a really cool setup with like the triangle of flags that goes up, and they could do something really cool if they would just come to fucking Chicago for anything other than some B-level fucking pay-per-view out of the year.
Exactly, bro.
Chicago has Extreme Rules, Monday Night Raw. You know, Chicago. We're giving TLC coming to the Allstate Arena. Get the fuck out of here.
Going to Chicago with that company. You see there's fucking ad for Raw? That shit was triggering my soul.
What was it? I know they're going to be here August 2nd. Oh,
yeah,
no.
They're actually going to be here Monday next week.
Yeah, August 2nd,
August?
right? Yeah.
Okay, I had no idea that was August 2nd. Okay. Oh, yeah, it's July 30th, right?
Yep, I know, right?
It is, goddamn. But, they said Goldberg comes to the Windy City Monday night. Shit, I'm pissed, bro. Every time that ad came on.
I don't think anybody here cares to see Goldberg in the Windy City. I wish the wind would blow him out of the Windy City.
Literally.
Please.
Fuck that motherfucker. He ain't welcome here, bro. But, with that Saudi show shit, man, another thing, aren't they doing a New Year's pay-per-view too? So how clogged is the second? It was
We got SummerSlam. God forbid they do Payback a week after again. They haven't announced anything, so hopefully... I feel like they only did that, and this is so fucking petty towards Bray. I feel like the only reason they put that pay-per-view there is because they knew Roman was coming back, and they wanted to get the title on him as soon as possible. But then you got... Clash of Champions. Then you got Extreme Rules. Then you got a Saudi show. Then you got Survivor Series. You got the draft. Then you got TLC. And then you have a fucking New Year's pay-per-view.
Fucking hell, bro. That is so much bullshit. In like 4 months. 3-4 months.
Clearly, Vince McMahon does not pay enough attention to AEW. I feel like their model... I mean, you don't even gotta pay attention to Tony Khan. Just pay attention to your son-in-law. He does not, his old fucking takeover model.
Exactly.
Pretty much, this is the thing I don't understand. Well, from Vince's strictly businessman perspective, I kind of understand it, but Vince McMahon used to do 4 pay-per-views a year. When WWF first started, you see how popular wrestling was in that era because it was more simpler for people to watch. Why would you put 12 plus pay-per-views in a year? Why would you put upwards 17 pay-per-views in a year? And when they had those split branded pay-per-views, bro, there was literally like almost 30 pay-per-views in a year. 30. I mean, granted, we were getting our fucking money's worth for the WWE Network, but not really, because the shows were fucking ass. Remember the Raw pay-per-views? Because at the time, SmackDown was good. But then remember when but then as Jinder moved to WWE Champion, Raw still sucked. SmackDown had Jinder Mahal in the main event. What the... So that means we had 24 pay-per-views out of the fucking year that were complete and utter dog shit that we were watching. And that was at the time when we were still in school. So generally speaking, we had nothing better to do than sit there and watch these ass fucking pay-per-views that were just mind-boggling, man. But I don't Vince McMahon is such a fucking clueless idiot. All he thinks about is we're running more shows, which means more money. But look at your product, bro. Look at the fucking product. You're telling me you would rather put... I mean, and then they rush feuds... They rush feuds to get them on. They rush feuds to get them on the B-level show because the A-level show is too far away, and it wouldn't make any sense. You are telling me you would rather throw these people who should be important. This is what I was saying. These people that should be important, you would rather put them out there in a meaningless fucking match than build them up to important story and an important match. You know what I mean? Like Bray Wyatt. This is one of the main reasons Bray Wyatt just failed as a Universal Champion, is because you're sending this guy out there on fucking TLC. You know what I mean? Bray is a main attraction. I know they don't book him as one, and I know a lot of people are going to call us fucking Bray Wyatt dick riders and this and that. Bray Wyatt is a main attraction, bro. Like, this guy at full potential is arguably bigger than Roman Reigns. Arguably.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Could be. If they put the attention and love they put in Roman and Bray, 100% would be bigger.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell fucking yeah. But you're getting this guy out there for Hell in a Cell. You're getting the Fiend out for TLC. Or no, not. Well, that was Bray Wyatt. But still, he does not need to be on those shows. But if you had 5 shows a year, and you had this motherfucker defending... If you had this motherfucker, just like in AEW, have mini feuds on SmackDown that build up to a title match on SmackDown once in between each big show, and then at the pay-per-view you had this guy in an important match, come on, man. And same thing with Roman. The guy's going out there facing Cesaro. He's going out there facing fucking Kevin Owens 4 pay-per-views in a row. These are great matches, but he does not need to be in them. He does not need to be in them, bro. And then with these Saudi Arabia shows, man, you send these people out there for these moments that could be moments, but they're just not. Could you imagine Bray Wyatt finally winning the Universal Championship in 2019 in front of fans? Motherfucker, you would have marked. I mean, you had your chance at Hell in a Cell, but instead he wins it in Saudi Arabia, and he's sitting there holding the belt, and it should be a coronation of one of the greatest fucking characters ever created, but instead all these fucking idiots are sitting there. They think they're looking at Freddy Krueger. They don't know what the fuck's going on. They think Seth Rollins just died. I mean...
Then the company ruins the moment. Well, why are they celebrating? They just play the fucking pay-per-view song, turn all the lights on, and just fucking start talking.
Like, cut!
They just cut on his ass. They literally did that, bro. And they put him on Saudi because it was right next to Halloween. Come on, bro. What kind of
and then you look at sorry, that's what I was going to say. Then you look at the bad side of things. Roman Reigns, listen, man, I want you to think about this. Roman Reigns winning the Royal Rumble in 2015 was a moment. And it was a moment for the fans. It was not and will never be a moment in WWE history. And it never will. It never will be a moment in WWE history because... that was the day the fans absolutely let loose and let the company have it. They fuck it. So, apply that logic to Goldberg winning the Universal Championship. That would have been one of the best fucking moments for the fans.
Oh, they would have booed the fuck out of that.
Oh my God, put that moment in a Chicago or a New York.
Or UK.
Yeah, I was gonna say, bro, put any one of those 3 crowds, which are the 3 best crowds in wrestling, any one of those crowds, you put that moment in front, or Philly's pretty good too. Philly, I will say, Philly, if they don't like something, you'll know about it. You'll know about it. But yeah, man, I mean, moments like that, you know what I mean? That obviously you have good moments like that were completely a fucking dud, and then you have moments like the Goldberg moment, which was just nauseating hearing people cheer that. So, like I say, you put that in front of people who actually watch and care for the product. That would have been one of the best moments. That would have been similar, obviously 10 times better, but similar to Roman Reigns winning the Rumble in 2015. The fans would have universally shit on that, which everybody did. But instead, WWE pussied out, and we all had to fucking get on Twitter, because none of us can go to Saudi Arabia. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, but... Whew, yeah.
And it's got me scared this year, because what if WWE knows Goldberg is going to get booed if he beats Lashley? So, what if they delay it a pay-per-view or two to them? Because they're okay with that, McMahon, for pay-per-views, and he wins it at fucking
The Saudi show.
Imagine he wins it at Saudi again. Or you know what?
I could see it.
Who the fuck is he gonna face?
What are they gonna do, man? Give him back to fucking Bray Wyatt in Saudi Arabia?
Hopefully not. Who the fuck's gonna come out? Where are we gonna get Goldberg and HBK? The fuck are we about to get? Oh, bro, that shit's gonna be so fun.
Oh, man.
I hope that motherfucker does not win it, bro. But
And then...
to Saudi.
Oh, I was gonna say, just a little bit of side piece news to this Saudi Arabia news, man. WWE, the icing on top of this fucking shitstorm that is going back to Saudi Arabia is they're planning to have the finals of a Queen of the fucking Ring tournament. What do these people not get? What, dude, they literally set themselves up so perfect. Like, Vince McMahon threw himself an alley-oop to himself off the glass and missed the dunk. Like fucking Nick Jackson. Bro, you set that up perfectly for Nakamura and Corbin, who were fighting over the crown. How about those two just fight like fucking babies over it, and then you just have Adam Pearce blow up and be like, fuck this, neither of you are getting this bitch-ass fucking cheap Burger King crown. We're gonna have a whole tournament of guys to fight over this cheap Burger King fucking crown. You know what I mean? And like I said, it is like Vince McMahon threw himself an alley-oop off the fucking glass to himself and missed the goddamn dunk. What, Queen of the Ring? And who the fuck do you think that's gonna go to? Queen of the Ring, man. Who's that gonna go to? Who's that gonna... Are you gonna declare Charlotte Flair the best woman in the world, like they did with fucking Shane McMahon and Gallows and Anderson? Gallows and Anderson are the greatest tag team ever. According to WWE and their Saudi Arabia Cup. Gallows and Anderson are the greatest fucking... Okay. Alright. Okay.
And then, like, what the fuck do they think Saudi's gonna... They're not gonna cheer. They're gonna hate that shit. They don't like that shit. They have to fucking wear full body suits to fucking wrestle out there. You think they're gonna want to hear on the announcement Queen of the Ring? One of them's probably gonna get fucking assassinated.
They done lost their mind. They're trying to kill her.
I swear to God, that's their plan, bro. Ever since this shit with Andrade popped off, that's their game plan, bro.
They're gonna tell him fucking Charlotte's related to Sami Zayn and she's done. She's done, bro.
She's fucking done. Man, Saudi ain't looking too good this year, bro. Especially with this piled on ass amount of shit we got coming up for this company. That shit's just gonna be another fucking cog in the fucking shit machine. That's what Saudi Arabia is gonna be.
Yeah. Yeah, man, so that was only the first story. Original plans for Karrion Kross on Monday Night Raw. Wait, you guys hear this shit, man? I really can't believe how fucking ridiculous they make this guy look on Monday nights, bro. It boggles my mind. Like,
Let's talk about this garbage ass news.
Like, oh man, this was a guy who was pushed to NXT so fast. Just so fast, man, and he had such a good thing going for him, you know what I mean? A lot of people hated on him at first, but I mean, he ended up warming up to a lot of us for sure. Obviously, we were still, I I think everybody was on edge about Cross because we knew it was only a matter of time. He just doesn't really scream NXT guy. You know what I mean? Kind of like how Drew McIntyre, was in NXT. Like, nobody was really crazy about Drew in NXT because we knew it was only a matter of time,
Well, he was getting called up, so.
Yeah.
He didn't,
Right.
see them.
But listen to this shit, man. Per Andrew Zarian of the McMahon podcast. Very professional dialogue we got going on here. Per Andrew Zarian of the McMahon podcast, WWE planned... I gotta put this shit up to my face to make sure I read this to you guys correctly. WWE planned for Karrion Kross to lose again on Raw, pause, and continue to lose until Scarlett joined him to bring him back on track. This obviously didn't happen as Hardy tested positive for COVID and then Kross defeated Lee instead. She needs to get Karrion Kross back on track. What is he, Braun fucking Strowman? What did he derail? What the fuck? Are you kidding me? And besides, bro, Karrion Kross, this man is over here beating up Samoa Joe. He's beating up this man just beat all the top 5 contenders at TakeOver in Your House a couple months back. And he loses to Jeff Hardy. Like, what the fuck happened from Tuesday to the next Monday? This guy's a dominant force with his wife, and they're a great unit on TV. Fast forward to Monday, and he's coming out, he thinks he's fucking starring in the movie 300, and he loses to Jeff Hardy in a roll-up. And then he gets on the mic afterwards and talks shit like he won. He better watch his back. For what? For fucking what? For what, Kross? Bro. And besides, why was Scarlett taken away from him in the fucking first place? Why? Why? Were they having fucking marriage problems? What? What happened? What happened? I don't understand. I don't understand, bro. What the fuck happened? Would she threaten him to go back to fucking Global Force Impact? What the hell happened? What happened from Tuesday to Monday? What? Come on. What, did she go offer to go fucking shake her ass on fucking Impact again? What the? And he got mad and said, fuck you, I'm going to Monday Night Raw. What happened in 6 days, bro? What? What the fuck? Bro. And besides, this is all on top of the fucking cold hard fact that Karrion Kross was undefeated in NXT for like 300 and something days, bro. For like a year and a half at this point. And all of a sudden, he loses to Jeff Hardy. And he was going to lose again. It took Jeff Hardy getting COVID for you to realize maybe we shouldn't have him lose again. So you're telling me he was going to lose to Jeff week 1, talk shit like he's going to kill him the next week, and then he was going to lose to him again? Oh.
Who the fuck was going to keep beating him after that?
And then the cure to all of that was going to be Scarlett. What? What the fuck?
What? Half the time she just stands there. Does bro have to be fucking bricked up to fucking have a good match? Does he have to be looking at his wife fucking sitting there, standing there, trying to have a good match? What the fuck? What kind of logic is that?
Does bro have to be bricked up? Yeah, man.
Oh my, bro, that shit makes no goddamn sense. First of all, like you said, where the fuck is she at? Does she just not show up? They having marriage problems? She's fucking trying to stay at home on fucking Monday night. She's trying to avoid Raw. I don't blame her. But like, shit. And then their logic is keep this man losing on a losing streak. They said a losing streak. But it's against Jeff Hardy, Keith Lee, fucking God knows who. Probably at this point, probably fucking Ricochet and shit. That sensitive motherfucker. But and then she was gonna come back and he was just gonna win. And then parallel to NXT, he's just gonna lose to Joe. But in NXT, he'll have Charlotte with him. So what is the logic there? He'll have Scarlett back with him by the time he faces Joe, and we all know he's gonna lose to Joe. So your little storyline logic makes no fucking sense. I hate this shit. This shit is garbage, bro. This man is so bland without Scarlett. It is sad.
He literally just walks out there. He just walks.
Camera turned on to him. This bro talking about some. I'm just standing there. Standing there.
Bro, how is anybody supposed to get behind that? How?
Like, what is the appeal to that? Man, this shit is ass, bro. Makes no. It took Jeff Hardy getting COVID for them to scrap this shit. God, bro. And you know what? The truth is, when Jeff Hardy comes back from COVID, they're gonna restart this shit. Because they don't give a fuck what the fans think. They're gonna restart this shit. The only way they will not restart this shit is if fucking Triple H puts his foot down and be like, listen, you guys do a lot of shit, but you ain't doing this, bro. I mean, not this, man, because that's just sad. A winning streak of almost, I think, over a year, fucking defeated by a 2021 Jeff Hardy. That's gotta be the saddest shit. As this motherfucker just beat 4 of his big opponents in NXT in one match. Makes no fucking sense, bro. That storyline, Vince fucking Bruce and fucking Nick Khan, that motherfucker, whoever came up with that shit, ass, and they were gonna go through with it. And they were gonna make Cross look like shit, and they were gonna make fucking Scarlett just not be there, and it makes no fucking sense. No explanation behind it, no real reason. Like, what is the point of doing that? To have Cross realize he needs Scarlett? What happens if your wife gets injured? What happens if she gets sick or pregnant and she's not there? You're just gonna become a loser? Makes no fucking sense, bro. This shit makes no sense, and I'm glad, not glad, when we heard this, no, people don't take it in different contexts. I'm glad they stopped it. Not because fucking Jeff Hardy got COVID, but that they realize that they can't do this shit. But the thing is, once this motherfucker comes back, this shit's gonna happen again. I fucking know it. And it's gonna be bad.
Yeah, man. Fuck. I mean,
God.
I don't know, man. After that first week, I don't know how you proceed in plans with anything related to him losing again. Anything. I don't understand it, man. But here we go, man. AEW is interested in signing none other than Buddy Murphy, man. I love this news here. I love this news. Dave Meltzer has reported in this week's Wrestling Observer that AEW is interested in signing ex-WWE star Buddy Murphy. I love this shit, bro. They are talking about a roster expansion. Buddy Murphy is the perfect mid-carder. This guy is, well, the original best kept secret, bro. He's the original best kept secret, and we are the IWC's best kept secret. So, you know, great minds think alike here, man. But like, but like I said, bro, I love hearing about people like him coming over to AEW because there's guys like Malachi Black and Andrade who we know they're great. We know they're great, and we're so excited for them to come to AEW, but here is a guy that was never given a chance to show that much of greatness at all, you know? So I love hearing about people like him coming over. Buddy Murphy is elite, and this is where he was meant to be. Overall, man, WWE is just not the place for people like him. I don't think they realize what they have in people like him, and they did the same thing with Pac once upon a time. You know what I mean? They do the same thing with they did the same thing with Brody. You know, there's just these mid-card guys that they have no idea what they have in them. And I love hearing about guys like that come over and show greatness as well. But yeah, man, great. That's awesome news, man. I love to hear it, bro. I love to hear it. I love Buddy Murphy. Yeah, always been great, and yeah, he's gonna do awesome. He's gonna do awesome, man.
Hell yeah, bro. He's in the top 3 for best fucking cruiserweight champions, man. So it's good to see
Yeah.
that he's fucking getting time to shine, bro. He's gonna get time to shine in this coming. These are the types of opponents he needs, because WWE, most of his opponents, besides people in, his league, like, a decent amount of people, but like overall, the people they would put him with in WWE, put him against fucking Baron Corbin, you know what I mean? They put him up against people like that. Where in AEW, he's gonna be put up against people like Jungle Boy, like Pac, you could say, like fucking Andrade, like so many great people, bro. And I just can't wait to see what Buddy Murphy can do, or Buddy Matthews will do in AEW, bro. Love to see it. Perfect signing. I mean, he's great. He's a good talker. He's got the look. And he's definitely got the in-ring ability, bro. Love to see it. And this is the perfect roster expansion, bro. I mean, you got your big names. The obvious ones are in the thumbnail. But, and then you got your great people to put in the roster like Buddy Murphy, bro, and can't wait to see more of them, and I can't wait to see Buddy Murphy, and what the first thing in AEW is to do, bro. Can't wait to see it.
Yeah, man. And before we get on to these main stories, let me make sure. Yeah, before we get on to these main stories, man, we got one more story. And this one pertains to AEW, man. AEW aiming to release video game by next year. By next year, man. So that means later this year. So, I don't know, man, but Kenny Omega has revealed that AEW are planning to release their debut console game with Ukes by next year. By next year, man. When they first showed this game, I was really lenient because it looked like WWE All-Stars, and I love WWE All-Stars. I love it. But sometimes most of the time, it's hard for lightning to strike twice in the same spot. I did not like how it looked a little too much. However, the models they've been showing have been really good. They've been really good. They look life-size. Not everybody looks overly jacked and fucking... Not everybody looks like Brian Cage. You know what I mean? This picture I'm looking at... Oh, yeah? What were you saying?
I was gonna say, like, in that first, like, clip they showed, everyone had that, like, Brian Cage where, like, your pecs are massive, but your, like, abs are thin as shit. Like, damn near everybody had that fucking size, and I'm glad they're fixing that shit.
Yeah. Looks like a fucking action figure. You know what I mean? And... You know what I mean? Huge chest, wide body, stuff like that, man. But, yeah, man. So, by next year, so like I said, that means 2022, obviously. So, next year is 2022. So, I'm assuming they're going to try to get this game out at around Christmas time.
I'm guessing around that time.
This is absolutely great news, man. I know AEW and their EVPs and Tony Khan aren't really the kind of people to, like, swerve people blatantly. But I'm going to keep going back to this. Kenny Omega, I want to hope and pray that he's just swerving us about GM mode, because that was one of the things I was so excited about for an AEW game, because Kenny Omega, of all fucking people, would know that people want GM mode, and yeah, we have Elite GM, but nobody plays fucking mobile games if they have a PlayStation or an Xbox. Who's gonna?
Make fucking sense.
Am I gonna play fucking Far Cry 6, or am I gonna hop on my phone and play fucking Elite GM that has fucking 2D graphics? What the fuck?
Exactly.
No, I'm not.
No.
Spoiler, I'm not gonna play the fucking shit, man, but I'm excited for this nonetheless. Like I said, I really hope, and I feel like I'm wrong, man, but I really don't think he's swerving us. I feel like if he said something like that it's truthful. I hope they have some kind of version of that, something like it, to play, man. But nonetheless, I'm super excited for this video game. I think it's gonna be great. I think they must have, after seeing that Darby Allin, what's the fucking word I'm looking for? The Darby Allin game, how he looks in the game. I don't know.
Yeah, what are those called? The mocap or like, not mocap. No, I can't fucking.
I can't think of the fucking word. I can't think of the word. Yeah, it's like Darby Allin's, how his character, how his model. That's what it is, man. That's what it is. But after seeing how Darby's model looks, it looks like they kind of took some of the criticism. AEW doesn't really like to be compared to things, so once people, which when you look at the original thing, once people started comparing that to All Stars, I'm sure that's something Kenny Omega wanted to shy away from. But yeah, man, nonetheless, I'm excited for it, and I can't wait for it to come out, and I hope we're finally gonna get a good wrestling game. I know WWE's coming out, and hey, man, same situation for them. I just want a good fucking wrestling game. I wish them the best. I wish them the fucking best. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, bro.
This game, it's looking good, but with that GM shit, it's got me worried, bro. It could be great without GM mode, but it's just, GM mode is just the perfect key to a wrestling game, or a mode like it. I mean, the way Kenny could be swerving people if he is, if it's not gonna be called GM mode, it's like, no, we're not gonna have GM mode, we'll have blank mode. It's the same thing, just different name, you know what I mean? But I don't know, man. I can see them going a completely different direction with like shit to do in the game, but man, imagine an AEW. Really, what the fuck are y'all lighting off fireworks for? What is the occasion? No, you ain't celebrating SmackDown, man. But man, imagine AEW's roster with the GM mode, bro. That shit would be fire, bro. Come on, bro. I feel, even though Kenny did say their hope is to release it before 2022, I'm not sure it will, because I feel like if they don't add an update, they might want to extend a little to get Punk and Bryan in the game. I can see them trying to do that too, because those are some big names put in that game.
Right.
People want to buy the game. If CM Punk's in a wrestling game, people are gonna fucking buy it. So
Yeah.
they could use that as a way to get some DLC, man. But I'm not sure it's gonna come out in by the end of the year, man. I hope it does. That would be dope, man. But not sure. I'm not getting too excited, just because that's just kind of how I am with games nowadays. I don't ever get too excited, just in case some shit happens and it's not the greatest, or it's delayed or something. Cause fucking Dying Light and Cyberpunk, that shit
Flopped.
man. Shit.
Far Cry. All these games. Yeah, I would say COVID definitely taught us to not get hyped for video games, because sometimes it doesn't pan out, man.
Exactly, bro. But man, game's looking pretty good, bro. All it needs is some good things to do in the game and good time of release, bro. And I can't wait, bro. Feel like we're gonna get it. If not at the end of this year, start of next year, bro. But can't wait to see it. And I can't wait to see how it compares to 2K, bro. Because 2K, even though it might have GM mode, again, I always fucking say this when I bring up 2K. Who the fuck are we gonna play as? Come on, bro. Come on. Rey Mysterio and Dominic? Oh, wow. Can't wait. So, come on, bro.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Yeah, man. Excited for this game, but you know, hopefully it can actually be good, man. Because it's so hard to get hyped up for wrestling games nowadays.
Yeah, truly.
All right. Let me see. Okay. Alright, man, so we got this story, man, about this fucking guy, Vince McMahon. Talking about Vince. This isn't gonna end very well. Okay, here we go, man. So, Vince McMahon was on a recent media call about the quarterly earnings or whatever, the investor meeting and stuff like that, and he was getting questions about AEW, man. He was getting questions. He was introduced by remarking about how AEW has made significant investments in their roster, and their viewership in the key demographic has seen an increase. In typical Vince McMahon, the reporter said to him, he asked him about AEW making significant investments in their roster, and their viewership in the key demo has seen an increase as well. And he asked Vince McMahon about that. To Vince McMahon's fucking response, and I quote, "It's certainly not a situation like with WCW, where it's the rising tide, because that was when Ted Turner was coming after us with all of Time Warner's assets as well. That was a different situation. AEW is where they are. I don't know what their plans are. I only know what our plans are. Bullshit. I don't consider them a competition like how I would consider WCW back in the day. Nowhere near close to that. And if you guys can fucking tell from the thumbnail what I think about this shit, this guy is in so much denial about AEW. And listen, man, what is he talking about? Ted Turner was coming after us. They were kicking their ass. WWE was getting their ass whipped.
Mm-hmm. Or they sent someone over to sabotage WCW. Ass whipped.
Bro, man. And then he goes on. McMahon concluded his speech with a very interesting line. Many fans listening alongside also picked up on what he said. The question pertained to AEW investing in their roster, and McMahon wrapped up his piece with a very interesting line, and I quote, "I'm not so sure what their investments are as far as talent is concerned, but perhaps we can give them some more." Alright, man, how the fuck do we even tackle something like this? First of all, like I said, this guy is in so much denial. He does understand AEW sold out. He better fucking understand after today. AEW done sold out the United Center. The fucking United Center. WWE can't sell out Allstate. AEW sold out the fucking United Center, bro. The United Center. We're not going to that one. We'll get down to that in a little bit. But look, man, like I said, WWE can't even sell out a fucking 12,000 seat arena. AEW done sold out a 22,000 seat arena today.
And they're releasing more tickets on Monday. The only reason it's not fully sold out is they're waiting to release the rest of the tickets. Come on, bro.
Bro, this guy does understand those significant investments that they were asking him about. Is Daniel Bryan, somebody who Vince McMahon loved so much that he put him in the WrestleMania main event. So one of your WrestleMania main eventers is headed to AEW, and you don't bat an eye. One of WWE's fucking most sought after legends of the 2010s decade of all time. CM Punk was away for 7 years, and he is one of those significant investments that he was asked about. And you don't seem to bat an eye. They just got Aleister Black, Andrade. They're interested in Buddy Murphy. I know he doesn't give a fuck about Buddy Murphy. Well, he doesn't give a fuck about any of his talent, but
The fans do.
bro, that is your response? That is your response. They're not competition. Okay, we'll talk, Vince, when fucking AEW... Bro, AEW is white hot at the moment. AEW is white fucking hot at the moment. And they're over here dicking around, fucking carrying Cross, bro, and Keith Lee. Bray Wyatt's not even on fucking television. Meanwhile, AEW just acquired two of the biggest fucking free agents ever. And you don't see them as competition. Get your head out of your fucking ass and get your shit together, bro. What is going to make this guy wake the fuck up and realize something needs to change in this product? There's a fucking problem when you have to use Summer of Cena to sell out a fucking house show. Because when you have to get Cena for house shows, there's a fucking problem when the only guy that Cena or any of these legends that we actually want to see is only worth coming back for Roman Reigns. One fucking guy. One guy. We should be talking about The Undertaker coming... I know this is a fucking meme, but we should be talking about this guy coming back to pass the torch to Bray Wyatt. Instead, nobody gives a fuck. Nobody wants to see that, because what have you done with Bray? Who's your next Undertaker? He's better off in fucking AEW. He's better off in it. Half of these fucking people are, man. What is going... You don't see AEW as competition after those two signings? Nothing is going to make you wake up. This is CM Punk and Daniel Bryan. And you still have your head shoved up Bruce Pritchard's ass. Come on, man. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? That is your response. And then about the talent.
Oh.
You want to talk about talent? You want to talk about talent? Perhaps you can give AEW more. Okay, give me Bray, give me Keith Lee, give me fucking Cesaro, give me Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, give me Sasha Banks and Bayley, give me fucking Chad Gable and Otis. Bro, give me release fucking speaking of Chad Gable, fucking release Jason Jordan. Bro, so you think it's funny that you're giving AEW more talent. Meanwhile, you are putting on 50% of rematches all fucking year. All fucking year. And you're happy you're losing talent. Who's coming through the door, Vince? Who's coming through the door? You really don't got that much more promising people. All you have that you can bring up and you can possibly make something out of, Adam Cole, Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, you're even fucking... I don't know, man. Santos Escobar? What do you got coming through the fucking door? Who do you got, man? Who do you fucking got? LA Knight? Who you got, man? Come on, bro. You got fucking B-Fab? Who do you got coming through the fucking door, Vince? Who? Who are you so happy about getting in the main roster that you're willing to let more people go? I don't really think you can afford that. I don't think your fucking ridiculous show can afford that. This guy's got to be the dumbest motherfucker. Bro, how is he the CEO of a wrestling company, bro? How? It boggles my mind. It boggles my fucking mind.
Because to him, he's the CEO of an entertainment company.
Mm-hmm.
God. Man.
Unbelievable, bro. Unbelievable. I'm glad you're happy you gave AEW Moxley, Brody Lee, Aleister Black, Andrade, Rusev, fucking The Revival. I'm so fucking glad you're happy and you want to give them more. Dude, your show can't afford that. What do you not understand? Your NXT, who the fuck in that breakout tournament is breaking out right now?
Nobody. Literally nobody. god.
Come on, man. And who in NXT is coming through the door? That's
What?
that's the next fucking John Cena. Who? Nobody. So I don't really think you should make jokes about releasing talent. Your show's suffering, and it has been. It was suffering when you had talent. Now you don't have any. The rematches are fucking twice as bad now. You fucking Carmelo versus Bianca Belair for like fucking 6 weeks in a row. You're panicking that bad because Bayley got injured, and you're making jokes about giving AEW more talent. Somebody else gets fucking released, you might as well cancel NXT. The way these people panic. Oh my god, we gotta call everybody in NXT up because Bayley went down. If that's how you fucking handle under pressure, I don't really think releasing talent is up your alley whatsoever.
I wouldn't recommend it. Bring fucking Undertaker back so many fucking times. This man is talking about we don't see AEW the same way we saw WCW. WCW is whooping your ass, and even looking back to AEW now, AEW is everything WCW should have been, and WCW is kicking your ass. So if you don't think AEW is kicking your ass, you are sorely mistaken, bro. Come on, bro. Bro, once every 2 weeks, I see an Orange Cassidy clip on some fucking random ass non-wrestling account. You don't see fucking a Drew McIntyre clip on fucking non-wrestling accounts. You don't see fucking Roman Reigns, as good as he is, you don't see him on non-pro wrestling accounts making jokes, being like, oh, this shit's fun. You don't see that shit. There's no knock on Roman. That's knock on this company, bro. Come on, bro. This shit is so bad. And this motherfucker is so delusional. This motherfucker says AEW isn't competition. It isn't competition, man.
Within the community, or within just good wrestling shows, they're already whooping their ass. That should be enough for you to wake the fuck up and realize there's a problem.
Exactly. WWE might have the financial numbers on that side, but that's all you have. You don't have the talent anymore. You got rid of that, and you're fucking, apparently you're still willing to get rid of it. Whatever left you have. You don't have the show quality. You don't have the pay-per-view quality. You don't have the fucking look quality. Bro, no matter how much people talking, like, the, not badness, but like, unprofessionalness of AEW's quality of shows. Some people always talk about, like, the sound quality sometimes messes up. You know what I mean? The camera work sometimes. Even that is better in AEW than WWE. I'd rather watch AEW in their camera work than fucking 20 cuts when Roman Reigns is punching someone.
Yep.
Roman will fucking be on the ground punching somebody, and the camera cuts 20 different fucking times in 3 punches. I don't want to see that. Shit gives me a goddamn headache. Watching SmackDown and fucking seeing LEDs and fucking laser pointers and fucking shit. It's fucking hard to look at. And then you want to say you have the best shows? The only thing you have the best of is profits. That's because you are WWE and people know you as the wrestling company. But slowly, if people realize slowly, AEW is going to be taking that title over. Because guess what the mainstream talks about more nowadays? And it's AEW. Look at what's going on with Domino's in AEW. Domino's is legitimately pissed about what happened to AEW, and people are memeing the fuck out of it. The company Blue Ribbon, I forgot what they make. They make like shit. They make like products like pizza cutters. Blue Ribbon, under every one of Domino's post, fucking just show an image of a pizza cutter. They're fucking liking fucking post about Nick Gage and shit. Fucking, they like tweet that said the first step and it said Tony Khan follows you. You don't see fucking companies doing that shit about WWE anymore. The only companies that work with WWEs are fucking phone companies. Oh, get this new Verizon ad and get fucking Sasha on it. This Boost Mobile. That's really moving the fucking needle, people. Boost Mobile. Man, in a couple of years, bro, AEW, in 2 years, I could say, AEW is it's on the rise, bro. People, especially with the signing of Daniel Bryan, who just main evented a WrestleMania, by the way. CM Punk, who's CM Punk. I mean, who doesn't fucking know CM Punk and excited for CM Punk? They're coming to AEW, bro. You know how hard that rating is gonna hit AEW, bro? And a lot of people don't also realize that Punk coming to AEW isn't just a great thing on TV and for the fans. AEW, I mean, CM Punk is one of the smartest minds in the business, and he's gonna be working with AEW. I will not be surprised in the coming years if that motherfucker doesn't turn into an EVP and help this company out, because he's got a smart mind. And with him behind the wheel, with certain shit helping them guide through certain shit, this company's only going up in quality. And the quality's already there, and it just keeps going up.
Right.
So do the ratings. And in parallel, Vince McMahon, WWE, those ratings going down. Raw can't even crack with fucking that loaded garbage ass show Raw put on 2 weeks ago. They weren't even able to crack 2 million. Do you think that Raw will be beating AEW after they have CM Punk? Come on, bro. Who the fuck wants? We only watch Raw because of the show. If it wasn't for this fucking show, do you guys think I would watch Monday Night Raw? What? Come on. I barely would watch SmackDown. Like, I was just thinking tonight, SmackDown broke the mold because with SmackDown, the only thing I care about SmackDown is the start of the show and the end of the show. The only 2 segments with Roman in it. That's all I give a fuck about for SmackDown. Why would I watch these shows if it wasn't for this shit podcast, bro? He's in denial, bro. He knows. He fucking knows he fucked up because Vince might not agree with Punk a lot, but he knows from a business perspective, he loves Punk from a business perspective. He said that before.
Oh yeah.
You know he's hurt. You know he's fucking hurt. Man, this shit, this Vince McMahon's sad because he's delusional, and the truth is, Vince doesn't care. This WWE ship is sinking. And as long as Vince McMahon, Bruce Pritchard, Nick Khan, as long as they get away with the gold on the ship, that's all that matters to them, bro. They don't give a fuck if the ship sinks. Because when WWE gets to its lowest point, motherfucker's gonna sell the company, and he's gonna make his money, and that's it. WWE is gonna be this NBC or Disney-owned corporate garbage in AEW, alongside New Japan, TNA, or Impact. And who knows what other companies will join them in the future. They'll be going into business, bro, so Vince McMahon and all his delusions, they're at this point, it's just funny to see what this motherfucker says every time, because it's always some dumb ass shit. And it's, I just can't wait till reality punches the motherfucker in the face. Can't wait.
Exactly, bro. And like I said, within the community, everybody I talk to, bro, people that aren't even wrestling fans come up to me and they'll see me wearing an AEW shirt and they'll tell me how they stopped watching WWE because it's too much to watch and they got AEW on every week nowadays. That is a paradigm shift. That is a fucking paradigm shift right there, bro. And like I said, man, if it doesn't take CM Punk and Daniel Bryan to wake you the fuck up, then I don't know what the hell will. But just wait, Vince. They're not competition until Daniel Bryan and CM Punk get their fucking feet wet in AEW. And next thing you know, that rating for Dynamite is creeping up on Monday Night Raw faster than you fucking know it. Faster than you fucking know it, man.
If it wasn't Fox, it would have been creeping up on SmackDown. The fact that SmackDown's on Fox is the only reason it gets high ratings. So,
absolutely.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Absolutely, bro. But man, I'm telling you, keep that mindset, Vince. Keep that mindset. That is going. Talk about something coming around and biting somebody in the fucking ass, bro. It's that. Yeah, bro. Moving on here, man. just to clarify this, because this news hit Friday morning, and as you guys know, we did news on Thursday last week. Friday morning at 1 p.m., it was reported by, I think, Andrew Zarian of the McMahon podcast that CM Punk has signed to AEW as of Friday morning. Friday morning, it seems as if CM Punk signed the AEW contract, man, and he put pen to paper with that. So we got that news, man, and we got so much. We got so much little rumors and little stories to talk about here, man. We get a story also on Friday, last Friday, about Conan, and Conan asked Tony Khan if Daniel Bryan was signed to AEW because Conan was trying to get Daniel Bryan on a AAA show. Tony Khan would then respond, "You know I can't tell you that." Which then Conan responded, "Bro, if he comes out in Chicago, that place is going to fucking melt." And apparently all Tony Khan did was smile. So we got that, man. Man, this is crazy. This actually kind of correlates with the Vince news, man. According to Steve Carrier of Ringside News, those in WWE will be watching, but there is no desire to have CM Punk back. CM Punk is going to AEW, but how does that make WWE feel about this? We asked around and we received quite an answer. One person told us, and I quote, "Let them be their headache." Let him be their headache. It was also doubtably confirmed to us that WWE has not had any interest in bringing CM Punk back at all. That is where they go wrong. So you'd rather have fucking history lesson Drew McIntyre on your show than CM Punk. Man, that you have a recipe for fucking disaster, bro. You have literally the blueprint of what it takes to have a sinking ship, which they've had for a long fucking time now. Let me see. There was the last thing. Alright, man. Tony Khan was asked questions about rumors of having signed CM Punk and Daniel Bryan. Tony Khan would then respond to that, and he said, "I can't comment on those two guys, but I think there are certainly a lot of exciting rumors right now." Tony Khan blatantly dodged the shit out of that question. Obviously, this is amazing news, man. Obviously, this is fantastic, fantastic fucking news, man. But look, now we got to get on to... Was there anything you had to just say on those two real quick?
I mean, with the CM Punk headache one, I just want to point out the little fact of WWE realizes in the CM Punk situation, in similar situations, they are the headache.
Exactly.
I don't think
Exactly.
realize he's the fucking headache. And man, bro, it's all but confirmed. Come on, we all know it. Everyone knows it at this point. We're just waiting to see it.
Yeah, bro. At this point, it's just a matter of time. So, there has been so much hints on AEW Dynamite. MJF kind of referenced the pipe bomb. They like paid homage to it in a way. In his promo. And then the most blatant one. So, Tony Khan, it was announced... I thought it was announced that he was going to be on the show to announce something. And after Hangman lost, I could have swore he was going to basically say that the Elite cheated, and put him in that spot, but say the Dark Order all got eliminated, so they did not earn their spot. I thought that would have been a great way for that to make fucking sense. But
True.
AEW then announced that on August 20th, they will be going to the United Center in Chicago, Illinois. And this then broke out a massive fucking CM Punk chant in Charlotte, North Carolina. And, first of all, I didn't know Hicks could make so much noise. When it comes to CM Punk, I guess anybody will. But, then it goes to Darby Allin, and Darby Allin put out probably the most blatant tease ever. He said he knows a lot of men claim to be the greatest, but he said he can oh God, what did he say?
I said something like I can beat them all, even if
they
consider themselves the best in the world. Something along those lines.
Yeah. So then he said. Then, obviously, like Sir K just said, he would then say he could beat them all, even if they claim to be the best in the world. And, look, man.
Shane McMahon.
Bruh. Shane, he bought AEW.
Imagine the crowd reaction seeing Shane just... Oh, man, that would be hilarious.
Crickets. Fucking crickets. But look, man. Where do I start? I disagree with this. To be bold, I disagree with this. CM Punk posted a couple weeks ago the Bulls theme song on his Instagram story, and obviously everybody remembered that. But nobody knew they were going to the United Center then.
CM Punk posted, I just fucking realized.
What's that?
Like a week ago or something. On his Instagram story, he posted the image of just the number 2. This is the second Rampage episode.
See? Damn. Alright, man, so let's tackle this. This is a lot to tackle. And then I have another article that goes along with all this. Okay. To be bold, I disagree. Like I said, I disagree wholeheartedly. I see a lot of people saying AEW's been more blatant lately and they have just came to deliver and not troll people. But there's no fucking way you don't bring CM Punk out for All Out. There's no way, like, just the way I feel, like, alright, I don't know how I should tackle this first. So, the pros to CM Punk coming out at Rampage, you are doing that, and this would be fucking amazing. You are doing that SummerSlam weekend. You are doing that SummerSlam weekend, bro. Way to give the biggest fuck you to WWE with having him debut SummerSlam weekend. I get that. But let me tell you something. You cannot bring him out on a 1 hour edition of Rampage that airs with SmackDown. You can't. You know how much more viewers you will have if you did it on Dynamite or at All Out, which is where they should do it. That is their biggest show of the year. And I'm trying to not sound like I'm whining because I want to see him debut at All Out, but if All Out was in fucking Seattle, Washington, I'd be saying the same thing. You bring him out on the pay-per-view, man. You bring him out at the end of the fucking pay-per-view. You don't bring him, because you know how much more viewers you would have if you were the only wrestling show on at the time, like a Dynamite or like a pay-per-view. You know what I mean? And I understand it's going to be in a bare arena, but I don't know, man. I just feel like with SmackDown being aired at the same time, man, you're going to take viewers away from them, but you're not going to have as much viewers as you would. You know what I mean? And I honestly feel if they're not going to debut him at All Out, this article I'm about to read to you guys is kind of a fuck you to the fans that are going to All Out.
Yep.
Because, like, I don't know, man. I don't agree with it, man. I don't agree. I think this is the perfect opportunity to swerve people. I think, and like I said, I'm gonna reiterate this again. I'm not trying to sound like I'm whining because I want to see CM Punk debut. This is genuinely how I feel. Like I said, I would feel the same way if this pay-per-view was in fucking Daly's place.
Mm-hmm.
CM Punk, this guy has been out of wrestling for 7 long years, bro. 7.5 years, almost 8 years. This guy has not been wrestling. You mean to tell me you're going to bring him out on a 1-hour show that runs parallel to SmackDown? Or would you rather have us sit through All Out, which is going to be an amazing show, and bring him out at the end of it and just the fucking cherry on top of the sundae, bro?
Come on, bro.
It's just a better move, bro. It's just a better move. Sure, you're bringing him out on in the United Center, but it's on Rampage, bro. It's not on Dynamite. And if they wanted to bring him out in the United Center, why in the fuck didn't you just hold All Out there?
Exactly. I don't get that.
I really don't understand it, man. How the fuck do you give Rampage the United Center, but All Out and Dynamite and that Rampage in between those shows are from the Sears Center? How does that work? How does that make any sense?
Makes no fucking sense, man.
But look, man. I don't know, man. I think, but then you gotta think about it this way. Tony Khan has been very upfront ever since Christian Cage. He's been very upfront. I understand why people say, oh, Punk might debut because Tony Khan's not really in the mood for hyping people up for anything anymore. Well, Tony Khan's not going to tell CM Punk no. If CM Punk tells Tony Khan, I'm going to fuck with people, they're going to think, because his teases are way too obvious. Second episode of Rampage, Darby Allin did the...
Damn near confirmed it.
Damn near fucking told us that he might as well have told us, yeah, Punk's coming to AEW. He damn near might have, bro. He might as well have, I mean. It just seems not like Punk. Punk's gonna fuck with people. Punk is going to... Punk should... I would like to think that Punk will... 7 long years for Rampage? Come on, man. 7 long years for AEW Rampage? Nah. I don't see it. I don't fucking see it, man. I really don't. But, like I said, CM Punk is not... Tony Khan is not going to tell CM Punk no. If CM Punk says, I'm going to fuck with these people so bad, because it's not like Tony Khan would be lying to us. We're still going to get him. We're still going to get him. I didn't know Tony Khan had to fucking come out and say, yeah, alright, we gave them teases, so we have to do it. That's such a WWE thing, and you know how AEW is with teases. They like to fucking give you the runaround 1,000,000 times over. Mm-hmm. And it seems like it's just been way too obvious for Punk to just come out like that. Because, like I said, bro, Tony Khan, again, man, Tony Khan's not going to tell him no. If CM Punk says, listen, I'm going to fuck with them. I'm going to fuck with them so bad. I'm going to wrench the shit out of their hearts. They're going to... CM Punk is such a cool person, man. CM Punk probably told Tony Khan, I'm going to make everybody think I'm going to be at Rampage. So you guys can sell the full United Center, and we'll let the talent there shine, and I'll show up at All Out. But I'll help you. I'll help you sell out the United Center. Not that they need Punk to sell out the United Center, but fucking he is a huge reason why they did. He is a huge reason why he's not the whole reason. He's not the whole reason they did, but he's a huge reason. You know what I mean? He's a huge, huge reason why. But like I said, man, All Out is their WrestleMania. All eyes on All Out. All fucking eyes on All Out. Now, the reason I'm not upset, the reason, like I said, I'm not trying to sound like I'm whining. If we don't get Punk, we're seeing Bryan. We're seeing Bryan at All Out. Easy.
We're seeing one of the two.
One of the two. Now, if Punk does come out on Rampage, we could potentially be seeing his first match back, which could possibly be against Darby Allin. But after this story, I don't know, and I don't know that I like it. Well, first of all, let's hear any. I want you to cover all that because I'd hate to have you cover all of this. So just cover that. It's a lot to fucking tackle. It's a lot to tackle.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm talking about? I want to see CM Punk live. I ain't gonna fucking lie. I don't want to. I'm not gonna lie. The main reason I don't want him on Rampage, the main reason for me, bro, is because I want to see him live. Call me selfish. Call me a mark. I don't give a fuck. I want to see the motherfucker live.
Me too, bro.
I want some all-out tickets. I want to see the motherfucker live. But even if we weren't going to All Out, even if All Out wasn't Daly's place, I would still say, like you said, do it All Out. It's just, that's the bigger place to do it.
That's their mania. All eyes.
You don't need CM Punk to fucking sell a lot of All Out fucking buys. People are gonna buy it anyway, especially with the speculation. We'll see CM Punk. People will buy the fuck out of that goddamn pay-per-view. Come on, bro. You don't need none of that. And man, Rampage is not the place to debut CM Punk. CM Punk. He's not just moving the needle. Motherfucker is the goddamn needle. You know what I mean? And at Rampage, I get they're the type of motherfuckers to want to make Rampage a big show, make it important instantly. And I can respect that. But you know how you do that? The perfect way, bro. CM Punk, motherfucker's a troll. We all know that. And you know what? I find that shit so funny when that motherfucker trolls people. That shit is hilarious.
It is.
Love it. As people get so hyped and they're just like, damn, motherfucker got us. And CM Punk just laughs. You know what I mean? And that's how I see this situation playing out. They are going a little too hard with the nods and the teases to CM Punk at Rampage, man. Fucking the name and show, First Dance?
The First Dance.
Okay, yeah. After fucking CM Punk with the Last Dance.
You mean Michael Jordan?
Exactly. CM Punk posting the number 2 on a story. This is the second Rampage show. It's way too fucking blatant. Punk's not that type of guy. He is the type of motherfucker to do that and not show up. Just to fuck with people. And that's what I think's gonna happen because he's with this company. You don't fucking know it at this point. And I think it's perfect. Well, how I would do it. Make people believe Punk's gonna show up at Rampage. He doesn't, but Bryan does. Big fucking name shows up. Holy shit. Big name, Bryan's here. Holy shit. That gets people to watch Dynamite. That gets people to buy All Out. And at All Out, after the main event, whoever is victorious, especially after this fucking new news, we have CM Punk, bro. CM Punk shows up face to face, crowd goes crazy. It's pay-per-view and their biggest pay-per-view of the year with the image of CM Punk. Come on, bro. And people, and the thing I like about Dynamite is it's 2 days after, 3 days technically, after their pay-per-view. So people, it's have those 3 days to soak it all in and to prepare for Dynamite. Because if Dynamite was a day after All Out, people would be kind of confused. People just hearing about CM Punk coming back and like, oh shit, where do I watch this? Good. One night isn't really all that much to prepare to watch a show. But 3 days, a lot of people that are fans of CM Punk and love CM Punk, want to return to wrestling, that gives them enough time to look up Dynamite, do a little research into Dynamite, see, wow, this shit's pretty cool. Can't wait to watch Punk coming up on Wednesday, bro. Come on, bro. Rampage isn't the place. This debut CM Punk, bro. It's not big enough for Punk. It's really not, bro. Do it at All Out. CM Punk loves strong. You get his troll in. You get CM Punk at grander setting. Might not be a grander crowd, but it's grander setting. And you swerve people. And if you want at Rampage, you could debut Bryan. You could debut Buddy Murphy, even though Buddy Murphy would probably get shit on for being in that position. So put a heel in that position. If MJF wasn't in the storyline, I'd say put MJF in that position. But he's kind of built up, so you want to get a heel over, put them in that CM Punk position. Have Darby Allin have an open challenge at Rampage, and have not CM Punk come out. Have some random motherfucker.
I was gonna say, I would roll like a clip of like the Chicago skyline.
Bro.
And then it goes, and then like, you could put like a little Easter egg in there that like some people might catch on to, but others might not. But like in the CM Punk like font, put like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then have MJF's music hit or some shit like that.
Amazing. Or like have someone from one of your early companies, have someone from New Japan come down. Come on, bro. They can have fun with that shit, bro. Man, CM Punk's bigger than Rampage. He's meant for All Out. And I know you want to see that motherfucker live at All Out.
Selfishly, I do, man.
I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm selfish. I want to see CM Punk at All Out.
I want to see the debut.
Come on, bro.
I want to see the debut. Like I said, man. Not saying I just don't want it to see. I don't want it to sound like I'm whining about it.
Yeah, no,
but I want to fucking see it. I want to fucking see it.
Exactly.
Selfishly, I want to see it. But look, man. Through all that, so this is what I don't understand, bro. There is a report going around from Fightful, very reliable source. Adam Hangman Page is no longer Kenny Omega's planned opponent for AEW All Out. Adam Page is reportedly no longer the desired opponent for Kenny Omega at All Out. For months on AEW programming, Kenny Omega appeared to be building towards a match with Adam Page for the World Championship. Now, after Adam Page and the Dark Order lost on a 5-on-5 elimination match against Kenny in the Elite at AEW Fight for the Fallen, a new report says that while Adam Page was the planned opponent for Kenny Omega at the card at the Now Arena during Labor Day weekend, plans have changed. Dave Meltzer in the latest Wrestling Observer newsletter says that Hangman will no longer be challenging his former tag team partner at All Out as the company has changed directions. The 10-man tag at Fight for the Fallen was reportedly designed to shock people by the revelation that Hangman would not be next in line. The AEW All Out pay-per-view takes place on September 5th, approximately 5 weeks from this report. During that span of time, AEW is also adding to their television lineup with the August 13th edition of Rampage, the very next week being the First Dance, a special event from the United Center in Chicago, Illinois. In anticipation of that AEW event, AEW has begun references to CM Punk. It is first reported by Fightful Select that CM Punk was in talks with with All Elite Wrestling regarding a pro wrestling return. Fightful will continue to have line of coverage through all weekly AEW programming. If Punk's debuting at All Out, or if Punk's debuting at Rampage, and he would be in AEW for like 3 weeks at that time, why take Hangman out of this spot? Why? That makes me think this could be a swerve. This Rampage United Center, that makes me feel that this could be a swerve. Why are you... Because you would only do that if you're bringing somebody out after his match. And you would only do that because you don't want anything to overshadow that. And I get that. But you wouldn't take him out of this spot unless you plan for somebody to come out after. Or maybe Kenny Omega's going to have an open challenge and it'll be Daniel fucking Bryan if Punk debuts at Rampage.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you never know, man. You never know. But listen, with something like this, I don't care who the fuck you sign. I don't care if you sign Jesus Christ himself. This is Hangman's night. This is his moment. This is all leaded up to this. They lost the tag team championships 3 years ago. Or 1 year ago, sorry. At this exact event. Mm-hmm. This is all leading up to this pay-per-view and this moment, bro. And you're willing to abandon that because you signed Punk and Daniel Bryan? Like, yeah, those are huge fucking signings, but why should Hangman have to pay for that? You know?
Exactly.
I mean, the card is just going to be that much more stacked if Hangman wins it and Punk debuts after, or Bryan, or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't understand it, man. I really don't understand it, bro, but for something like Hangman winning the championship, bro, you stick to the fucking script, man. You do not... This is his moment, man. This is his moment. You don't do this at Full Gear. You don't do this at Revolution. If you wanted to come around to this at all, you have to do it at Double or Nothing. And where's Hangman going to be then? Are you going to have him take that long to get himself away from the Dark Order? Come on, man. Don't fuck this up. Don't fuck this shit up, man. I don't understand it, bro. I don't understand it. And Kenny's banged up, bro. Kenny needs to drop that championship. Kenny Omega, it's not going to look good for AEW if Punk or Bryan come in on their first night and challenge Kenny Omega and beat Kenny Omega for the World Championship. It's just not going to bode well, man.
I can beat Kenny is Hangman. That's just the fact.
It is. It really is. It's just the fact of the matter itself. You don't have anybody else beat him. I don't understand it. Why can't you just put all that on this show and make this show completely memorable? Mm-hmm. Why not? Hangman won. Bryan, Punk, whoever, you know what I mean? All that on top of hopefully a Bucks turn and great fucking matches up and down the card. You know what I mean? Obviously not too much is confirmed yet, but why don't you just make a great ass card, man? Why the hell not? I don't understand why Hangman has to be taken from this spot and it was just set up for All Out. Why would you go away from that because of who you signed?
Exactly.
Hangman's the only one to beat Kenny. And Kenny needs to drop the championship because Kenny is banged up, man. Kenny is... I mean, he's gonna... I mean, what is this reign if he just ends up losing to somebody who... Obviously, they're huge names, but they don't make storyline sense.
And it's the same situation that we were talking about the other day with, like, Ember Moon. And fucking, it's the fact that Hangman built up his whole storyline is he has to beat Kenny, and if he doesn't beat Kenny, then What's the whole point? What's the build up for? What's the special moment? The special moment is him beating Kenny. Not him beating Punk, beating Bryan. That's not the special moment. So,
Exactly.
come on, man.
Exactly, man. I don't like it, man. And look, if Punk is debuting on Rampage, why would you take that away? Why would you take this away from Hangman? Why? That does not make a lick of sense to me. It really doesn't. It really doesn't, man. And I don't know, man. I don't know. I say, fuck it. Have Hangman win the championship, and you can still debut Punk. Who the hell isn't going to be excited for Punk and Hangman, Bryan and Hangman? Kenny will be back. Exactly, bro. Kenny will be back. You know? And besides, those two guys have a huge list of opponents before they can even go for the world title.
Exactly.
They can come in and stare down the champion and come out on Dynamite. Exactly. They can come out, stare down the champion, and come out on Dynamite and be like, I know how things work around here. I'm gonna work myself up the ladder, but I just want you guys to know what my intentions are. Just so he knows what I'm here for.
Exactly. You could have Bryan debut at Rampage, and people are saying the person who's gonna debut at Rampage is the best in the world. You have Punk debut at the end of All Out. You have Punk kind of get pissed at Bryan for saying he's the best in the world, and he took that best in the world spot at Rampage, and have them be each other's first feud. That would be amazing. Come on, bro. I don't know, man. I'm not. No, man.
You can't fuck this up, man. You can't fuck this up.
Built this shit up all year for Hangman, and you're gonna delay it? Why? For what?
So all those months of him stalling earlier in the year was for him, because the reason we all bared with him, and the reason we never talked about why isn't AEW using Hangman, it's because they were supposed to be saving this man for All Out. They were supposed to be stick to the fucking plan, bro. This is what makes sense. Sometimes predictable is good. That's what AEW's got to realize, man. You can't just let Punk and Bryan take a spot away from Hangman, and Hangman's been there the whole fucking time, built this whole storyline up, and for what? For what? For that to get taken away from him? Because Bryan and Punk? That's not right, man. That's not right. I would think they knew better than that. I really would think they knew better than that, man. You would, but I don't know. I don't understand it, man. I don't understand it one bit. We're just going to have to wait and see what happens, man. This is one of those things. This is one of those things you try not to work yourself up for, because nothing has happened yet. For all we know, Hangman could find another way to a match with Kenny. Bryan will debut at Rampage. Punk will debut at All Out. The Hung Bucks will be back together, and everything will be fine.
Exactly.
But the way it's looking, man, is just a little has me on edge. Has me on edge, bro. But yeah, man, obviously we can't say too much now. I'm trying not to get worked up, but it's just hard, man, because it's such a fuck you to the people that bought tickets for All Out.
Expecting Hangman and Kenny and a Punk debut.
AEW needs to realize, yeah, Punk is debuting, and yeah, Bryan could be debuting too, but we love AEW, man. We love our homegrown people. We love Hangman. We want to see Hangman. We want to see the Hangman beat Kenny Omega. We want to see that. They got to realize that. We want to see that on the same caliber as we want to see a CM Punk. And I fucking mean that. That is how die-hard of wrestling fans we are. We're not going to be, oh, well, Punk's gotta be the center of attention for the show. Have many centers of attention. That's what makes a great show. That's what makes a great show. It really does. It really fucking does, man.
Shit scares me, bro, but I still got the hopes up, man. I hope they do good. Feel like they'll do good, man, but this shit's just scaring me, man. This shit's scaring me.
It is. It is. Well, with that being said, either way, we're still going all out. Either way, we're still going to the Dynamite before. And either way, we are not going to Rampage because it is a 1 hour show that they are not going to debut CM Punk on. I swear to fucking God, if they choose that for his place of debut. I mean, we're going to get to... Either way, either we see Punk debut or we see Punk's first match in 7.5 years. But I want to see him debut. But I want to see him debut.
It's selfishness to me. That's what I want to see. That's what I expected when I bought the tickets. That's what I want to see, bro. But I still can't wait for All Out, no matter how much all this news is scaring me, man. Still can't wait for Dynamite and All Out, bro. I just can't wait to see how this unfolds, bro.
Like, for us, these Dynamites are the coolest because it's building up to what we're going to see in Chicago on the 5th. But, yeah, man, it's an interesting time, man. It's an interesting time. But like I said, man, you got everybody so hyped up for this damn event. You got everybody so hyped up that's going to All Out. All of us are so hyped up, man. Don't start taking shit off of our card. You know what I mean? That we're so excited for. Don't start taking shit off of our card, man. Come on. This is stuff we wanted to see all fucking year, man. You can't take this away from us. You can't.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
Yeah, man. Well, like I said, we will definitely have more to say on this building up to All Out, man. But with that being said, thank you guys for viewing this edition of the Notorious Sales Podcast, man. This has been your episode of news for tonight, man. And without any further ado, it has been a pleasure, always a pleasure, for my Johnny Mayhem.
And Sir K.
And that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Sales Podcast, man. This has been episode 68 of The News. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you guys on Monday with Notorious Unscripted.
Peace.